What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, back with day number 5 for Grand Party, and finally we can say that it's over. We don't have to worry about it for another month, but it was really cool because this day obviously is the most stressful day out of all the Grand Party days in a season. And I will say that big shout out to everyone in the community doing their part, because luckily for me today, I was able to find 3 very accessible matches that basically anyone could actually defeat. We found 3 teams that were all ordered out on all matches, and that was awesome. So just want to give a huge shout out to the community for, pulling their weight and actually doing this. And I know it's not the most efficient thing to do, it's not the easiest thing to do after you complete your matches, not only just to change your GP leader, but to change your whole team altogether. And at least at the end of a season, you can just auto it and then rebuild your teams later. And considering the rule sets and how aggressive these rule sets are, both for the positives and negatives for certain classes or colors, rebuilding your teams at the start of a GP season is fine anyway. But I will say, the team builder in Grand Party isn't the best, and I really wish that they would change it to make it better for everyone. But as it stands right now, being able to abuse this system in the way that we can, where we can change our teams to make it easier for everyone, is definitely the best way forward. So big shout out to everyone being able to do that, and you'll see at the end of this video today where we actually change my own team as well, which is even easier than all the teams that you're seeing in this video to actually defeat. And once again, many people actually say, you could just swipe to a different team once you complete your matches, but it actually does not work that way. Whatever team that you use to play Grand Party, that page on your team builder is the one that is used to show with everyone when they go to, fight someone in Grand Party. So make sure that you change the team that you actually played with, not swipe to a different team. Moving on to the second match, and once again, which is using the same team, of course, but I saw that this opponent had Cat, Viper, and Dogstorm as their GP leader, and it was the first character in the team. The only thing that I was kind of concerned about is it could have been a slasher team, because Cat, Dog are actually a valid unit to use in slasher teams, and considering the heavy debuffs to strength this season, I wouldn't have been shocked if I came across a slasher team that had Cat, Viper, and Dogstorm on it, rather than V1 Odin or K-Dad or something like that. But luckily for us, it was a randomly generated team, and that's awesome. So no issues there once again. It just makes me think about how everyone is abusing the system right now to get these easy GP matches. I wonder if Bandai are going to do anything to actually mitigate this this strategy that the community is implementing. We know that we had the strategy before this one, where people were basically building teams with really low power levels to encounter other teams with lower power levels, and that system did work pretty well when it was able to be used. But of course, Bandai changed that for us, made it so that we actually had to encounter opponents that had relatively high combat power, which basically nerfed the entire strategy altogether. There were some people that were able to extend the life of that strategy by still implementing really low teams and somehow getting lucky finding the right opponents, but basically that strategy doesn't work anymore. But the way that this has currently worked for the past 3 to 4 months, I don't see them fixing this unless if they change the way that we build teams in Grand Party. I feel like that's the only way that this particular strategy would be removed, if the team builder receives some kind of update or overhaul. And I think it does need an overhaul, because the way that you build teams in Grand Party is very frustrating. Like, you actually have to place the characters in the right order as you're building the team. Whereas, if you build teams in normal Rumble, after you build the team, you put all the characters on your squad, you're able to manipulate the positions of them very quickly. But you can't do that on normal, Grand Party team building. So that is a bit of an issue, and I think that needs to be fixed, because team building is just a pain in the butt in Grand Party. But I think Grand Party as a whole just needs to be overhauled, because its current system and the way that it works, and especially, the lives and how many retries you get and hidden teams, all that stuff just makes Grand Party extremely RNG related. And luckily for us as a community, we're able to apply this strategy so that everyone is able to secure wins. And now moving on to our final match here today. It was a little bit of a funky one, as I see there was Sanji and Judge as the GP leader, and they're on that first team. So I immediately thought, you know, it's probably going to be an auto team, but, you know, if it ends up being like a powerhouse-focused team, I guess, then I'll put my side team with Wano Law to debuff powerhouse and driven characters, and lo and behold, there's actually a lot of powerhouse and driven characters, and during this time I wasn't actually looking at the screen throughout this match, but luckily we were able to spot right towards the end where we were able to use our burst skill to actually help us win, because if I wasn't actually looking, I'm pretty sure I would have lost this game here, and this is my first time looking through exactly what happened. So Wano Law got special binded, Gear 5 used his special, got a knockout, so it all looks pretty good so far. Sanji and Judge, they didn't really do anything. Kaido comes in, does actually really solid damage, so it's probably a lot of investment there. Opponent's Gear 5 Luffy knocks out the Rebecca Toy Soldier, so it's 7v7. Someone else must come in and do a really big hit of damage here. I think, yeah, here we go with Shiki. Yeah, Shiki does knock out slashes, and we did have 3 slashes, all 3 of them knocked out, going to 4-7. And this is the point in time where I look down and end up using that burst skill. Luckily, we did that, and we're able to secure the win there. But I guess even if I didn't use the burst skill, I probably would have been okay. But the burst basically guaranteed the win for us. And at this point, we only need one more win, and we get our 15 victories, and we get all the gems and all the stuff like that. So as I said, I'll leave you guys with the rest of this clip. The end of this video here will have me changing my GP team, and I like to change it in a certain way, as you guys will see towards the end. And there is also a limited pool red ticket that you guys can go ahead and see. I think it's from the 14th victory or the 15th victory, one of the late victories. You do end up getting a limited pool red ticket, which is pretty dope. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next month with Grand Party Season 16, I believe it is. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.